High fives all around for pushing through that cycling workout. Now is our time for some dessert, AKA the stretch, because it is just one of the best parts of training. We have got about 10 minutes today to really just relax and let those muscles feel good. We're gonna start here on the bike with a chest opener. So taking your hands, clasping them behind your back, and just sitting up nice and tall, opening up through that chest and breathing. We're gonna take about 30 to 40 seconds, leaning more towards the 40-second mark for all of our stretches today. That's gonna allow us to really stretch into those muscles, allowing them time to relax, letting that blood flow into those muscles, all the goodies here. So still just sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna hop off the bike after this one in 3, 2, and 1. And if you find you need to take longer for any of these stretches, just pause the video, hold it, and then get right back into it. We're gonna start with our next stretch that just really stretches full body here, holding on to your handlebars or even your seat. You're gonna walk it back, keeping the weight in your heels, driving your bum to the wall behind you, hinging at the hips, holding onto those handlebars, and getting a nice stretch through the back, through the arms, and through the legs. Just gently holding onto the bike, but giving some tension so you feel that stretch. Obviously not pulling the bike over, just a soft hold on that bike and a little tug there. Breathing. We've got hamstrings next in 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it up, hamstring stretch here. So you can use your seat, your handlebars right in between, or even keeping it on the ground for this one. But we're gonna bring that leg up and fold forward. Breathing here. And as you exhale with this stretch, try to take it just a little bit deeper. All of the stretches that we're working through today are very, very beneficial for your body after cycling. These stretches are really gonna pinpoint those muscles that tend to get tight and cause issues for us if we don't do that. So that's why it is so important to add this stretch on after all your cycling workouts to really help prevent any of those tight muscles, injuries, all those things, plus increase our flexibility. Last 3, 2, 1, carefully bringing up. We're gonna switch sides. We tend to overlook stretching, although it is such an important piece of our training. And I am guilty of it as well. I'm raising my hand on that one. Because it just seems like, oh, what's the point? I'll get it next time. But I'm telling you, just take the few minutes here and do it, and you will see such a difference, not only in your workouts, but even in everyday life. When you stand up, you won't feel so creaky and all those things. It just feels so good. And remember, as you exhale, try to take it a little bit deeper. We're almost through this stretch. We've got quad stretch next. In 3, 2, 1, bring it up. So again, holding onto your bike for a little bit of balance here. You're gonna take one leg, bring it up, bringing that heel towards your bum, standing up nice and tall, soft knee here for that leg on the ground. And a way to work a little bit deeper into this stretch is to actually think about squeezing through your glutes. So tighten up through the glutes. You'll feel that deeper all the way down the front of your leg there. And breathing, standing up nice and tall. We're gonna switch it over to the other side in about 5 seconds, just to that other side. In 3, 2, and 1. Gently let that leg come down, switch it over, other side. And again, nice and tall here. Just a little bit of balance, using your bike for a little bit of balance. Tighten up through the glutes, squeeze, and keep that knee back, so you don't want your knee coming forward. Keep it back. Kind of in line with that other knee. So we work the back of the legs. Those come into play huge while we're pushing on the bike. Quads, another muscle group we really need to focus on stretching. We're gonna switch it into glutes next, another powerhouse while we're pushing on the bike. So letting that leg come down. We're gonna do the figure 4. Now you can always take this seated on the ground, and you're just gonna take that ankle right above your knee and sink it down. So again, if you're seated, you can walk that heel in, I like to use the bike here for a little bit of support. Big thing with this one, keep that back flat. So you don't want to round and arch your back. Keep it up, keeping good posture. You can hinge a bit at your hips, working deeper into that stretch. Just don't round your back. Weight is staying in that heel for that leg that's on the ground. Just kind of sink down into it, breathing as you do. We're gonna switch it over to the other side in 3, 2, and 1, bringing it up. Good, keeping that back flat again, dropping that weight into the heel. The glutes are one of those muscle groups that when they get tight, they can cause a lot of issues elsewhere. Your knees, you can feel it in your back. So stretching the glutes, super key to keeping all those muscles and joints healthy. And we're gonna get to another stretch too, to work a muscle that usually is overlooked, we don't even think about, but again, can be a culprit to many tight muscles, or aches and pains, I should say. Last 3, here's 2, and 1. Now we're gonna work through the hip flexor here. So using your bike, you can also keep this one on the ground and just do a lunge. But you're gonna bring one leg up. If you've got your cycling shoes on, make sure you're hitting the arch of your foot in the middle of your bike, but walk it back here as far as you can and then just lean into it. So holding onto the seat and the handlebars, knee is up, and you're just driving forward here. Again, nice and long through the spine. Feeling this through that hip flexor. Oh, this one is so good. Now, hip flexors can get tight on the bike because we are in that seated position and we've got that constant repetition of that knee coming up. So that muscle can get tight, and we're gonna see right here now with this next stretch. This one's for the psoas. You can walk that leg in just a little bit, but you're gonna take the arm up, so opposite arm to opposite leg up, and then you're just gonna fold over, reaching towards that wall behind you, or wherever you might be. There's a wall behind me. Now this one is gonna work through that psoas. Now the psoas is a muscle that is really deep, so we often don't think about it. Connects to that lumbar spine down into your femur, near your pelvis and hip there. But this muscle tends to get tight on the bike because one of the things that it does is actually brings your knee up. So if you think about that pedal stroke, we're constantly bringing that leg up. And so that muscle can get tight and really pull on your back and then cause pain in your hips and in your back, your lower back. We're gonna bring it up and we're gonna switch sides back to that hip flexor in 3, 2, 1, so back center, other side, bringing it up. And I know for me, the psoas has been a little bit of an irritator. So I am always doing stretches for my psoas and my hips and my glutes. So leaning forward here, back to that hip flexor. Again, just getting comfy in that stretch. When you're stretching, you want to, it feels a little uncomfortable, and that is good. So just breathe into that. You never want to feel any pain. If you're feeling like, whoa, that is not good, get out of that stretch, give it a second, and then you can try to go back into it or move on. We're gonna go into that psoas stretch next. So you can walk your foot in just a little bit if you need, and then take that opposite arm up, reach nice and high to the sky, and then fold it over. So then reaching nice and long over your head. Breathing through it. Oh, it feels so good. And when you add that stretch, I'm telling you, your workout just feels complete when you are done. We've got our calf stretch next, so let's bring it up in 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, nice and tall up. We're gonna walk it to the back of the bike. You can also do this on a wall. You just need a surface that kind of has an edge. We're gonna bring that toe up and we're gonna lean into it. So back leg is out, kind of using that as some leverage to lean into it. Now you can hold onto the handlebars. You can even take it deeper and walk it into the handlebars here and just holding this stretch, breathing. Back again is staying flat. Shoulders relaxed down. Oh, this one feels so good. Now we might not think about the calf muscles working in our pedal stroke, but they do. We're gonna switch it to the other side in 3, and one, so letting that stretch come back, and then other side, leaning into it, toes are up. Again, you can hold the seat or deeper into your handlebars and just lean forward, using that back leg for some leverage. And remember, stretching is going to help you increase your flexibility, prevent injury, and also give you more power in your ride as those muscles are loose and have more power to really work on the bike. So with that, we're gonna bring it up. We are gonna give ourselves a little woohoo because we did it. We are stretched and we are ready for an amazing day. Thank you for doing this stretch. Remember, after every ride, try to add this stretch and you are gonna feel oh so good. I love ya.